good afternoon. I almost said morning. That's my brain is all sorts of weird. I feel like it's been forever since I've streamed, but that's not true. It just feels that way. Um, mm. So we're gonna have a fairly chill stream today because I'm gonna be playing. I don't think it's gonna have an update. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing some chill games, probably mostly Planet Zoo, because I worked on a different zoo because I got kind of fed up with my tropical zoo. I'll go back to it eventually, but there's just a lot. I have to go back to it very temporarily because I forgot to save a blueprint that I made, but that I will need for my other zoo build because I made a barn style exhibit thing that I need to do. Okay. I'm not feeling like the greatest. The worst of my stuff has passed, but I am so fucking tired from it. But yeah, we're gonna have. I hope everything's working normally. I assume it is. I haven't done restream in a little bit, so yeah, we're gonna. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hopefully everything works fine. Okay, if I hit play, I have to. I think Resident Evil comes out on Thursday or Friday. I will be buying that because I obviously want to play it, and I have my SSD now, and the only thing I haven't done is switch over to Windows, the newest Windows. I don't know if it says I need to, but I also uh, who knows, who knows. I probably should just to make sure everything's going to work fine, but you never know. Make sure there's nothing here. Yeah. I'm just having my breakfast of a smoothie because I didn't have actual breakfast. I just wanted something like liquidy. And then I mean, I've been awake for a while, but like, I didn't actually wake up until noon, which is incredibly late because usually I've been waking up at like between 6:30 and 8:30 every morning. But I went to bed at almost 4 a.m. last night, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna access Paradise Park real quick. I'm accessing Paradise Park because I want to get. Yeah. Hello, kitten. Yeah, you're talking. I don't even know if anyone can hear him. All right, come here, Bean. You're heavy. You're not, but you just feel heavy. I made a really dumb decision to, after having not already kind of a flare up, I was like, well, you know, if I work out, at least then I'll probably feel better mentally, and I was hoping it wouldn't. It made everything so. I didn't even work out for long at all. And it was a fairly, like, mild workout, too. And, oh my god, it made everything so much worse. I really... Hi, but he makes everything better. Look at this bean. Oh shit, it's not paused. Okay, now I can show off him. Look at the bean. The bean. I'm actually gonna lower the camera so you guys can hopefully see him better. I need to get my other camera working again so I can have cat cam. Even though that camera is like, you know, kind of a shit webcam, but you would get the idea at least. Little bean. No, we're not going on the arm of my chair. Not now. What is this stuff on my keyboard? I'm like, I don't know. Fine. Can you be a good bean? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Yep. I got you. I got you. Sorry, it's cat time right now, apparently. Yep, I have you. This is Cetra. I call him Bean. I call him Bean because he has very tiny beans. Okay, you need to not claw my sweater. This is new. And I really like this sweater. What are you smelling? Why are you licking my sweater? But you are clawing because you're needing. I should just put the blanket. I usually have a blanket so that way when you start doing your little thing, you don't ruin my clothes. Clothes are expensive, little man. Hello. Lots of cat hair. Lots of cat hair. So he's very, very needy. He also like he was a pest yesterday, but in like a good way, because he was really wanting to just lay on me. Why are your ears back? Do I need to not touch you? Sometimes he's like that. He just wants to lay on. Well, usually he wants me to pet him, but okay, we're not kneading though. You're not gonna knead on me. We're not needling. Your claws need to be trimmed, sir. I think he's gonna try to suckle on my sweater, and I really don't want him doing that. He's a very good one. He's very good. He just needs attention sometimes, as all cats do. And you can lay down. I move my arms while you lay down. You give me ample room. You lay down. I should put him. I don't want to like disturb him. I just want him to get comfortable so I can play the game. You gonna lay down? Please? I don't know if he's gonna calm down or not. He's just sitting here. Can you lay down? Sometimes he'll like lay over, so my left arm will be supporting him because he just likes to look up at me. Even when like I work out, he likes to like run at me and be around me. Especially if I have my yoga mat out, he likes to dig under it when I'm trying to be on it. He's such a good boy. I got a really bright yellowish orange smoothie. It's mango and pineapple and guava and papaya, I believe. I think there's banana in it. Okay, bye. You getting on a cat tree? Yep. That's exactly where he's going. Okay, now that he's done with me, which sounds awful, but you now that he's done being his little bean self, we're gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna stay at this zoo for very long. Because I made a habitat and it looked really good, and then I had to redo it because the animals were really unhappy, and then those animals were unhappy, so I had to put Red River hogs in here because, I mean, yeah, the habitat looks fine. It's not exactly how I wanted it. That is not what I want. Traversable area. As you can see, like, they can't get here for some reason, but I wish plants weren't as much of an obstacle as they seem to be in this game. It sucks. But what I'm doing is combining, remember how many I have of these. Okay. These weren't, for some reason, when I made this group, weren't part of it for whatever reason. I didn't pay attention fully, I suppose, but okay, that one is just that one. Should be another one. And then that is that one, okay. Should be that one, and then should be that, and then we're gonna, I don't want to split all groups, I want to merge them. Did it not get those? I don't think, did he move? He moved off, he went over. Just turn that up just a little bit. I'm not sure. It didn't get this for sure. Why is it not counting these? Very confused. Okay. Merge scenery into group. Okay, can we do that? And then I want to merge group if it will let me. And then there should be some out here. Merge scenery into group. Merge scenery into group. And then but that one won't let me. I merged so much of it into a group. There's now this, and then there's this, and then it won't let me allow you to split the groups, which you don't want to do. Total objects 2. I don't understand what these. That's because those are not part of the group. Hello? Merge that into the group, please. And then these are now in a group, and then that should be, and that should be. I wish we can merge it, but we cannot, so we're gonna save that as a new blueprint. I don't know how people get like really good pictures. Set custom hour. I think that's kind of what we want. Like that kind of. It's like it's a barn, kind of a barn. It's, I can change some things about it, but it's meant to be a little barn for whatever shelter, animal shelter. Oh, maybe we'll just put barn shelter. Barn shelter. Blueprint tags and species tags. It can go with a lot of things, but seen other nature, other scenery, habitat. It's not really a habitat. I guess it would be a large building. I feel like it's a small building. I'll consider it a large building. Other... not really. I don't want to put it as habitat. Species tag we won't worry about because most species can go in there. For animals. Or small to medium. Yeah, we could say small to medium. Maybe just shelter for animals because it really depends on the species. Create blueprint. There we go. I am not saving this habitat because I'm not. Like, I am, but like I'm not gonna save it as a blueprint. It's not great. Okay, Paradise Park. We can overwrite and save. And then we're going right to Utopia Load Zoo. Yep. Utopia is a classic zoo. It's the only... I couldn't think of a name, so... I actually redid quite a bit. I figured out roofing and I got some inspiration from watching tutorials of other people's like reptile houses and exhibits, even though mine looks nothing at all like the ones that I got inspiration from. But I've been to a lot of zoos and I really like the classic look. I mean, this is not necessarily feasible. Mine was way taller. I'm making it not so tall, still taller than most buildings in Planet Zoo, but that's because I want to be able to put trees in it. I didn't know that species becomes sterile after a certain age in this game. I guess. Yeah, so this Some of these are blueprint, like this part here is a blueprint. But I'm gonna actually be getting rid of the plants, at least on the inside, because it's not appropriate plant type for the species that are going to be going in here. As in one species, we're not going to be doing multiple. Actually, can we just multi-select? It selected the whole goddamn thing. Hi, Planet Zoo POV Florida. The last one, yeah. I'm trying to work on a more classical style, kind of outside my comfort zone, because like I never, like, you see some of these creators, like Rudy, I don't remember his full channel name, and like D-Lay Designer, who was the first and the main one that I watch. You see them build these incredibly like detailed habitats. That's on this side. I mean, these plants are pretty and all, but they're inappropriate for the type of animals they're gonna. The reptiles, that's probably fine. Like, it is technically within the habitat, but we're gonna delete it. I don't want the animals getting super unhappy because they're gonna have inappropriate plant life in there. So they're this fence, I don't really like creating my own fences. I say that after I did. So this is actually a preview, but it came with a lot of plants and it was super long, so I shortened it and took away the plants. This fence, this sad thing, is my creation. It's just multiple of these and I just merged them together to have tinier things so they can't squeeze through. There's animals that can fucking climb. They said they can't, but then they can. They've gotten all these habitats, so things to think about. This is definitely all like a work in progress. Obviously, I want to make a capybara habitat. Do I like how that could be fine. That could be fine. How do we want it to be like that? So I want to make a capybara habitat, but I want to make it as like inspired by like a hot spring, and they can have, because they like to sit under stuff and get like sprayed. Right, I'm remembering what I was doing here. So we have these big walls and that's lining up. That has no lining, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do that, but we need to find the other bigger piece. It's a classic piece. I never remember if they're, I think these are not roof trims. I should probably be under architect. Would architecture even fucking help? These base trims, I think they're based. Yeah, that's a base trim. It's based. Okay, so we're gonna take the 4-meter one. Even though it does look slightly different, it's fine. We don't care. We just want something to cover up but not actually go into this habitat. I don't know what we're putting in here. I made it bigger than I intended. I like big habitats. I'm gonna try to make a couple of smaller ones. I struggle with that because I feel like the animals are always so fucking unhappy. We're gonna make this one 2 meters. Oh, well, because how far does that stick out, right? We make it into 4. You know what? That's fine. And do that, and then move to 1, and then do that, and then voila! I hope you're doing well, Gas Mask Junkie. It's not gonna be perfect. It never is. I don't know how people, I mean, I've seen a lot of blueprints where they're not, but then I see other people that their stuff looks fucking immaculate and like perfect, and I'm jealous. But we're doing our best here. Also, I do like to make sure that these are relatively the same. Why does that look thicker? Because it is. That's how I designed it. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. We won't notice. I like that. I want to have more texture. I don't know how I feel about this part of the fence, just because this sticks up, right? Oh, I did that. I made it stick up. I could make it not do that. Let's see if... What? Can I... Is there multiples here? There's multiples. Why are there multiples? Why are there multiples? So I can make it go down. Do we like the down look more? Because I thought, hey, I could put little lanterns or jack-o'-lanterns because I'm a freak. We could put it there. You built squares and I played this like 5 years ago. Oh. It's faint, yeah. I used to play a lot of Roller Coaster Tycoon when I was little, and then Planet Coaster came out, and I was like naturally super fucking stoked. Is it because I did this? What if I delete that? Yeah, why are there doubles? Why? I don't understand. There had to have been a reason, right? Okay, that one didn't have a double. I know why. I know why. Hold up. Yeah, I know why. I know why. Yeah, that one didn't have a double. Okay, that's fine. Because I merged. This is multiple fences, and I had to make sure they go underground a bit. Don't worry about that. That's just what happens. I put a lovely fountain here. I didn't make this. This is another blueprint, but I wanted something that's gonna look decent. I might even put like mulch here just because I don't want to put more pathing here because that doesn't seem like it would make a whole lot of sense to put like a thing here to cover it. It's like, well, what about mulch? Like, what about giant sections of mulch? But yeah, I love Planet Zoo. I love the classic zoos. This is where the keeper hut's gonna be, like the backstage area, and then the animals, whatever I put, is gonna come in there for their shelter area. Then they have their indoor habitat area, then their outdoor. This is all for one fucking thing. What is that thing going to be? Who knows? I have a faux, like I have the ceiling made. I made a separate ceiling, and then I have the fucking roof, which I hate that I did the same type of window. I like this window, don't get me wrong, I really do. I played before I kind of dropped them because I was really bad at city builders. Yeah, honestly, I get that because for the longest time, I was shit. You should see, I got rid of my previous zoo creations, but I didn't know what I was doing, right? Because they give you an overwhelming amount of building pieces, and then yeah, there's just so much. There's just so much. It's overwhelming, right? I think I'm gonna get rid of these the little windows, but I mean, I have been playing more of this than I should have, but like, I don't have much else to do. And doors and windows, we could just be like a Rose Red situation where you just, like the Winchester Mansion, just put doors that lead to nowhere. Like I thought about doing that, but then it's like, that's weird. Mostly doesn't look super great. Ooh. Hold up. That looks, I mean, obviously you don't want to mix it with that, but like that kind of looks nice though. However, I don't know. We'll do it there. You need to go down a wee bit more. Just a wee bit. I'm not the greatest at like getting everything to be evened out, but I am trying. What about, nope, hate it. That's the one I just used. We aren't doing that. You know, that one could work. That one could work. And then we're just gonna, so that way we get it in the right area, so it's always level. Yeah. For me, simple and like angular is best for my brain because I can't picture shit in my head. So like doing angular stuff is better. Now, believe it or not, this is only one section, like a quarter of the reptile house. It looked completely different and I demolished a bunch of it, and I'm going to copy paste this section and just lay it here. And then there's going to be an overhang going over. It was double story. I had habitats up here with railings, but Planet Zoo's not good for multi-tier things. It was a pain. The pathing's a goddamn nightmare with these games. I wish it was better. Hi, Speedy. Oh yeah, elephants in here. I'm sure they won't break out, right? You would be surprised just how fucking much a pain otters are. I'm gonna delete that. I don't even know why that was there. This is habitat area. So this is a tiny habitat. Obviously something big could almost go in here because it's like tall. But that's not gonna happen. We're gonna be putting something in here like, if it was a Gharial, I would prefer having underwater viewing, but it's not gonna be a Gharial. I actually don't know what to, did I adopt animals already? Okay, so I didn't because I don't have an animal trade center. Huh. Well, we could train. Let's change that. Let's just go ahead and fucking change that. Why don't we? What if we put the trade center? Hold up. Hold up. Let me try. Animal trade center. Where would that be? Where would that facilities? Okay, here we go. Animal trade center. Here we go. Let's look for a classic one. Here we go. Is there more? Do they only come in like one size? One size fits all. This look at this cute thing. Look at this cute tiny animal trade center. Isn't that so fucking cute? It's so fucking cute. I love the Twilight pack. But anyway, this is the that's the African pack. Wait, I want a classic. Here we go. The Australian one's pretty cute too. So is this one. But I like the classic look. It'll fit the theme of our zoo. Honestly, wait, oh wait, no, that's where the keeper thing's gonna be. We could just, I could just stick it right here. I haven't finished my building I'd say stick it here, but that's a big no-no considering this is habitat area. I'm worried this isn't going to be big enough pathways. My last zoo had a huge problem with trash and congestion, even though I made the paths, I think, as wide as they can go, or about wide. I don't know. How good are these? Okay, that's length, width. Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't do that. Also, that's insane. That is insane. They go down, I feel like 4, unless you put it on a grid, so you align it to a grid and you do that. Why is this not this is not the path I want? We could make it 2 different types of path. I mean, it really depends. Like, you get some choices, you know, the normal ones. I really like cobblestone. I really like this. But I also go over them too. Like, they're not gonna be, that's a nice, I love the stone slate path, actually. That could be the winner, yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I know there's more classic vibes too. I think they have more you could use like the dark asphalt path if you're like boring, or if it fits. Like, I don't know, I kind of hate it. I also really like this one, but like, I just don't know. I haven't really found an area for me to fit it, you know? Wait, what the fuck? Is this not the volcanic rock path? I've seen a lot of people use this one, honestly. I mean, I don't blame them. It's nice. I know it doesn't quite fit with the whole limestone exterior. You can't put otters in a zoo. They're just good at hiding. Yeah, I mean, my local zoo has otters. They're adorable, but they're also like swimming all the time. Yeah, you build a zoo. You don't have to. You could be in like, this is just sandbox mode, but you can be in other modes. I don't know. I as much as I like this, I'm looking at it, I'm like, fuck, it kind of clashes a bit though with the wonderful fucking exterior being brick, and I don't know. It should probably be like even this would look a little bit better. It would clash less. It would clash less because it's darker and it's a little bit more cohesive. Fuck, I like that a lot. I like the wood path. It doesn't. I don't want to like it, but I do. I don't want to like it, but I do. Damn, man. And that's too similar to the brick. Because you could also just be bored. Like, I did this a lot with my other zoo, so I really want to avoid wood if I can. Now this would actually be really good for this part right here. Why is this elevated at all? I'm looking at this now and I'm like, if I put water here, what are the odds, because the way it is, that the animals are gonna get on this? What are the fucking odds? What are the odds? There's that, but I have a feeling I'm gonna need a separate fence to go around this and around that, because I have a strong inclination that whatever I put in there is gonna crawl out and just get to the guests, and I'm gonna be putting reptiles in there, probably American alligators and Gharials, because it's gonna be at least 2 separate habitats. I was trying to do 3, so like one here, and like a smaller one in this little corner. But then I'm like, well, fuck, in the middle, what am I, how is the middle, unless there's, you know what I mean? Like there's not a lot of traversable habitat. Like there is here, and there is here, so I might have to split it in half. Because 3 habitats, that's not giving me a lot of space for things. So I think it'd be easier on me mentally just to split the damn thing in half, and then I can have caiman on one side, and alligator, because caiman you can put in huge groups, and then alligators you can have fairly sizable groups. Gharials in my other zoo bred like crazy. Gharials are big, like the male is, but yeah, I'm getting off track. This Earth Path, yeah. She could change. Oh, but how are you gonna tell? I've never used. Yeah, not a fan of that. I think we're gonna go with this look, and you know, there's a good chance I'm gonna cover this up late. What do you mean it's obstructed? It's not fucking obstructed. Okay, whatever. Oh, but it's not there. It's perfectly fine there, just not in those 3. That's weird. Okay, we'll deselect. All right, whatever. It's fine now, I guess. I don't know. I should make that. I do like the stone there. Like as the main walkway, kind of. I don't know. I like the darker look to it. Yeah. My only worry is putting water in. So once you complete, like, copy and pasting is really important. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna keep this. We're gonna turn off pathing, and then we're gonna test this out because this might be a fucking disaster. Because I'm not. Okay, we'll put calm water in. We're gonna put it lower. I'm gonna see how deep. Okay, so that's good swimming water. They can still swim, which is good, because. But if I put it up higher. Okay, they still have land area. They have deeper water. I still don't think this is considered deep water, mind you. This part might be, but I'm not 100% sure. My only problem is because it's the way it is, they'll be able to get right here. They'll be able to climb up right here. And I can block some of this off to an extent, but you're just taking notes. They're gonna come out with the second Planet Zoo. I've heard rumors of it this year. God, this looks steep. Why? This is supposed to be more of a gentle incline, not whatever the fuck is happening. Oh, it's a gentle incline here, though. Okay, so they can get in. This is just not as gentle. The water does come out, and I'm hoping that's not an issue. But it's not gonna be too bad. They can... It goes out to here, but this whole area is gonna have to be... Because they still need land. They don't need a ton, but even if I, like, did this... Too much of that is water, not enough land area. It's gonna have to get split in half, damn. So there's a big problem with the water. You can't build jack shit, so you always have to remove the water before you build. Like, you can put rocks and plants in it, that part is usually fine. It's just if you're trying to build a building or do pathing, don't fucking lay water down until you're done with the building, until you're done with the pathing. Once you're done with those things, then you can start with, like, the habitat stuff. Yeah, no, it does. This is pretty much what I'm going to be doing today because I have to make sure I don't go through another flare-up. I don't want to have to... I hate ERs, man. I don't want to have to go. We almost went yesterday, and it wasn't because, like, I was pretty sure, like, my life wasn't in danger or anything, but, like, I was in so much pain, and my weed just wasn't, like, my gummies just weren't doing enough, and I was like, I just want an injection directly into my shoulder and my upper arm of lidocaine. Just like, I don't want to feel jack shit. Like, I don't want it. Like, I already know it's like, it's a dumb reason. I have weird conditions and I have to get tested for, I have to get some, I'm just gonna pay out of pocket for genetic studying because I'm tired of like trying to fuck with insurance about it. So I don't know. There's like there's things online I see that people have offers who are like, it's like sequencing.com or whatever it is, and you send a thing out, it takes a few months, and then they test you for a whole host of stuff. So I'm just like, one of my doctors believes I have like OI, which is osteogenesis. Fuck. Osteogenesis imperfecta or something. It means you break easily, and I've had an issue with that since I was little, but it's a collagen disorder, and I have something going on with my collagen like really bad for a long time, so I have to figure that out. And so I can have better treatment options. I have no idea what treatment options there will be for something like that, except for, hey, don't be stupid and break any more bones. Just like, yeah, sure. Yeah. This would look really cool if it wasn't, cause, yeah, that collide, that, I don't like that it's doing that. This is the problem, is this thing right here. But if I could move it over, if I could move it a wee bit over, can I split it from the group real quickie? Do that, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do, ooh, I don't, that's barely noticeable. It's barely noticeable. And then I could have this, and then I could have this, and then I could have it on the other side. That's a laundry list. Words are hard. Words are hard, especially when they're like medical shit and they just throw it at you and it's like slow down, fuck. I have trouble pronouncing shit. But, you know, yeah. At least I got my animals to keep me company too. They're really nice. And I got a really, oh yeah, I forgot to show off my new sweater, and it looks, I don't have my new top, but I went out to a store for $10 and I got this awesome crop top sweater. It looks so good. It looks so good. I love it. Ah! My fucking knee popped and then I hit the desk. It's fine. It's fine. I was watching like I always miss the stream, so I tend if they have YouTube channels to watch on. I watch some VTubers and I listen to Buff Pop talk about her diagnosis and like with fibromyalgia and stuff. And I've, as someone who's been on fibromyalgia medication, because one of my doctors was like pretty sure like that might be one of your issues, which the medication didn't work out because my god, does it make you nauseous? Maybe that's not the case for everyone, but I couldn't sleep like on it and it had no benefits for me. So I just like, nah, I'm good. Okay, so I'm not particularly happy with how that worked out. So I went ahead and hit the back button because fuck it. I might just find another thing to like connect the dots, you know what I mean? Or, because I still need to find something to go here. Because like they give you these like things and it's like kind of ugly, if you know what I'm talking about. Doors. Doors might help. Let's find a door. More conveniently. I know we can technically make our own door out of like metal and stuff. If you have, I mean, the one thing I don't like about this is fucking, oh my god. There's so many DLCs. It's not as expensive like The Sims, but there's so many DLCs, so I don't have them all. I have like half of them though. And I don't, the nickel and diming after you buy a $60 game is like, ugh. It was diagnosed with autoimmune disease, working through it. Oh, I'm sorry, Carrie. Kicking you so you aren't alone. Yeah, I'm sorry. sometimes those anxious, depressive days, they'll just be there to haunt you. Some days the day is just fucked and you just need to spend the day on the couch or in bed watching whatever TV shows get you through the day and whatever snacks get you through the day. For me, it's weed gummies and like smoothies, but and like Studio Ghibli movies and anime, usually horror anime. Because I fucking love horror movies, guys. It's like I like to go to the movies when I'm feeling well enough. I'm so glad I got to see Iron Lung in theaters, and I can't say I'm glad to have seen Silent Hill in theaters. Man, that was a shit of a movie. I am looking forward to there's a Mummy movie coming out next month, I believe. It's not the Mummy with Brendan Fraser. I would love for another one of those. But God, why was everyone so fucking hot in the Mummy movies? Like, what the fuck? If they want an answer why there's so many people coming out as bisexual, look no further than those movies. Like, Jesus Christ, everyone in there's beautiful. They're beautiful. Even the fucking villains. They were just like, I just want the hottest person, okay? We're gonna make everybody just have feelings. Or that's just me. I have to... That's a big fucking door. Can they go through doors? Like, is that okay? Do we have normal... Do we have normal doors? Can people still walk through these? I have a lot of questions. This looks like an... Okay, so if... What does it look like on the other side? A normal one. It's a secret door. It's a secret door. Oh, if we put it right here, it's just big enough. We can make this the habitat gate. Oh my God. Wait, what? No, we can't. I made it too big. Fuck it. I'm still doing it. I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna find a way. This is not quite the way I wanted because I need... If I put a wall here... Okay, I'm thinking, you just wait. I want like bars. What if I made it? Ooh, that's probably a good true classic zoo vibe is the animals should look like they're in jail. Zoos nowadays have these really elaborate exhibits. They look great and I'm proud of them. But like maybe we're going for more jailhouse vibes. But like their exhibits will be elaborate. We'll just have bars around them and then they can't fucking get out. I'm tired of my animals escaping. I'm tired of them always escaping. It looks so much fun. Do you own Planet Zoo, Carrie? Like, it is definitely a vibe. If you're not into building, you can play the scenarios, or you can download other people's zoos and you can play around with those. Other people's zoos are elaborate. Now, sometimes the ones they make are not actually like animal appropriate. Like the animals will fucking hate you. It happens. These are things you have to accept. This looks too big. It looks too big. This should be the entrance door. This should definitely be the entrance door. You know what I'm saying? Like for the reptile habitat or a reptile house overall, but I'm like, this is a good candidate for a reptile house entry. Well, goddamn, I like, for Keeper to go in though, I don't know, it's kind of an odd looking door. Is it just, maybe that's just me? We're gonna use this one. This one's just more normal. Oh. It only shows up on one side and oh, okay, yeah, we need to be like there. Yeah, what if I have another idea, I guess. Okay, are you let's fully, like, we don't have you come out, but we need to sink you in there just a wee bit. Let's cover up that grass. Okay, now hear me out. We're gonna, what's the door that we just used? This one. We're just gonna put it on this side too. We're gonna cover up the ugly, because this game can really, is that hovering off the ground? It is. A lot of people do speed builds because their stuff can take fucking forever. I feel like my stuff take that times 2, and that's how long it takes me to do that. How good does that look? What if we doubled it up and we did... Oh, fuck yeah. Oh my fucking God, that looks... Oh. I don't know. I guess we could... That's what it would look like. Otherwise, we can cover it up. And then... I guess if we have to, we can raise it just a wee... Wait, why are you doubling? I don't want to double. I want you to... There. There. Now I know that they're just gonna probably walk through it, and that's fine. It happens. It's good. We're good. We're in the right group, right? I want to make sure we're okay. You always want to make sure you keep shit in the right group. Turned out 2 seconds. What the hell did I miss? It's fine. It's fine. I just put a door in. I put multiple doors in. Look at, I'm hoping they can walk through them, and that's not like a weird barrier. But behind, I mean, there's nothing. The wall's not blocking it. It's not a wall. It's just a door. So theoretically, the gate, the trainer or the keeper should just be able to pass through. Maybe. Big step to trip on when they walk the door. No, I mean, maybe I'll put like a little warning thing. This is warning, step ahead. You know, now what are these? Those are limestone base trim. Limestone. Aha. Look at me figuring shit out. Okay. See what else I made. Nothing I do is ever complete, by the way. I can never be satisfied, which sounds interesting, but like, we want the, even though this is part of the habitat, is that poking out? Ooh, fuck. Okay, yeah, we're poking out a wee bit. Let's change that. Let's change that. There we go. And then we have the trim on that side. Yep. Okay. Look, take a good gander. And then we're gonna take that same one and we're gonna see. That's too long. That is too long. We're gonna take a 2 meter, you know, because we're pretending we're civilized, not Americans. Okay, there we go. So this is gonna be where I'm gonna cut the line, and because this is where animals are gonna go, that's where we're gonna be the keeper thing, person. It's a person. Okay, this might be slightly problematic because there is a door, and surely this is like an OSHA hazard, but we don't care about OSHA here. We're not here to follow the rules of OSHA or AZA. We're here to make things pretty. And then we're gonna raise that up just a wee bit. If we have a particular tall person, then, you know, whatever, they'll be happy. All right, should we put some, like, maybe some fake windows here, spruce it up a wee bit? Also, we need to, we do in fact need a keeper hut, which is what we want to do, right? So if we type in classic, or we don't have to, but we're not, okay, here we go, keeper hut. Jesus, that's huge. Okay, they do have, okay. We type in keeper hut, can we, I don't see, I realize this is a building within a building, you can get over it. Well, that's not ideal. We need that to not poke through. But I would like it to be close. Okay. And then we can poke it through here. Is it coming out? We are not coming out. Okay. Still not super ideal. I mean, 3 squares. Because the habitat's gonna have some interesting problems. I'm sure it'll be fine. Because then I don't have to decorate it, guys. And I can just have, like, a building in a building. Okay. So I'll explain that. I like buildings within buildings. It's a little obsession with mine. I do think the roof could be changed. We could make it a flat roof. I think the look of buildings in buildings looks cool, okay? Okay, we have our keeper hut. We're just gonna give them a little extra less space. So this is my build. This one is not my build. I didn't want to build a gift shop. I'm fucking lazy, okay? Then I did build the rest of this. I don't build any of my fountains. I just get prefabs from other people who built elaborate fountains, because yeah. I did build, this is the entrance where people come through, right? It's so freeform, it's crazy. It is, it really fucking is. But OSHA definitely cares about your building. They do. Man, I feel like so. Speaking of rules and stuff, I can't wait to like work on a video about Cedar Point because I used to go a lot. I used to be a season pass holder for many years. It's just got harder because like I have a lot of health issues, so I'm lucky if I can go twice in 1 year between when they open in May to when they close in like the very end of October, early November. So if I can go once or twice for Hollow Weekends, like even then it's still worth getting a fucking pass because it's cheaper because you get free parking. But I have so many stories, and some of it's like it's not Cedar Point's fault, they're just funny. I mean, there's a couple that were their fault that were like fucking scary. Like I almost fell off one of the rides once, and I probably the first and only time I ever cried at a theme park. I was so fucking scared. This is like I was an adult, by the way, or I was near adult. I was like 17 or 18, I think. And it's when they have Skyhawk, whenever that came out. They've had that for a while. I can't remember what age it happened, but like I remember my dad's girlfriend like holding me and like reaching over and trying to hold me in place because the what is the lap bar? It's not really a bar, but like it's a thing that like goes over you and it gets pushed in, and it's mine released. There's a belt that keeps it from going all the way, but mine released during the ride, and Skyhawk goes from the ground. It's like a giant swing, but then it goes all the way up, like almost completely vertical, and then back. And I almost fell out. I was holding on for dear life, and my dad's girlfriend at the time was helping me with that, and I was fucking shaking, and you know, I was screaming to stop, but they don't hear you because everyone else is also probably screaming on Skyhawk. It's very loud, so I don't know, or maybe they're used to people getting scared and saying that. Either way, I thought I was gonna die. It's the scariest thing I've ever had happen to me on a roller coaster, or not a roller coaster, a thrill ride. I did when I was in Florida. If you've ever been to Busch Gardens, I think it's in Busch Gardens. I lived down in Florida. I went to Busch Gardens and I rode the coaster Gawazi for the first and only time, and they have pictures, or at least they used to when they take a picture of you doing something. Well, when they took a picture, I wasn't on the coaster anymore when I was little because I had fallen out of my seat on the ride, and I ended up where your feet are. Instead of falling out of the coaster, I ended up where the feet were, and I was holding onto my mom's feet during the ride because nowadays they had one single lap bar for that. And of course, when you're with a very small child with a fucking adult next to you, that lap bar doesn't come all the way down. It doesn't keep you secure. And nowadays, a lot of rides have fixed that, where you have multiple, like you have two instead of one, to accommodate for people of different body sizes, which is good. Because I'm glad I ended up at the feet instead of just getting tossed from the fucking coaster, right? Those are like, I didn't actually realize it because I thought it was really funny. I didn't realize how much danger, like I think about that now and I'm like, oh my God, I was in so much danger, and I was fucking laughing because I didn't realize it because I was a dumb child. But I was like, I should have realized. Anyway, this is where people spawn at. This was something else, and I put people spawners in and then decorated the inside and the outside, and then I'm like, yeah, that looks good. Like, that looks good. I don't know why you're walking through. What the fuck are you doing? The door is here. The door is here. The door is here. Not there. What are you doing? You can just walk through walls? Maybe I misaligned the path. I may have misaligned the path for this. Either way, just walk through a wall. Okay. Someone's clearly X-Men first class. What the fuck? Anyway, I built this. I'm really proud of this building. It looks kind of weird and funky, but also I like it a lot. Like, it's just one of those things, you know what I mean? It looks nice and pretty, and I wish I could accomplish this with every building in Planet Zoo. But alas, then I try to take on something this fucking big, and I'm like overwhelmed. I'm like, oh God, how do I finish this? I need to put things, and I don't know. I know what to do at the top, at least, because I want to have some sort of ceiling. I don't want it just to be a fucking glass top. So I'm going to take giant wood rods and run them vertically and horizontally on the lower parts. It's going to go all the way across, and then I'm going to hang baskets of flowers from them because I'm like, that's pretty, and I like pretty things. So we're doing that. And I have coffee. Wait, you're not coffee. I thought this was a coffee place. I always associate places that sell baked goods with coffee. Either way, you can keep your job. I'm not gonna fire you for my mistake. Anyway, this is the entry. They don't actually use the entries. They kind of just dive over the counter, but I thought it'd be cool to make it look like it has a little entry. This was a pain in the ass, by the way, to do it circular like this, because I had to build each individual fucking piece here, and it was kind of horrible, right? You need popcorn. Yeah. Man, I wish I liked popcorn. Like, I like very one specific type, and that's caramel corn. I like caramel corn. It's the only one I fucking like. Give them a big, yeah. But yeah, so if you guys ever go to like the theme park, make sure you practice safety stuff. I should probably have said that during my story time. You never know what's gonna happen. What do I have in here? So I have things where people have to like pay to get in. That's what this is. And I built like buildings around it. It makes it look like, hey, they're coming up to the window, and I wrote an admission sign, and then they're paying, and then I'm gonna like put a little thing here. I haven't really decided. Like I'm gonna put some text there, and like admission $20 or whatever. I think that would be really cool. And then I put limestone, or no, I didn't. That's not limestone. That's painted brick. I put painted brick there. This is still a little bit of a nightmare here, only because I don't know what to do with this space. I was like, I should put an actual coffee place here, right? I should do that. And then I didn't. I should finish this. I should have this trim go all the way over. This looks, because I have the trim here. Is that two different types of trim? Okay, so here's the deal. We're gonna, this is bothering me. So we're gonna take that. Are we looking with limestone base trim? We're looking with limestone base trim. So we're gonna go for the 4-meter one. I put this on wrong for the building. I put it on the way you don't want to put it, like this way. You know, I wasn't super great at building stuff when I started this. I should have put, the ideal thing would have been to have wall trim. Wall trim is what you want for this. But did I know that at the time? No. No, I didn't. And also because I had to do this, I had to find one that could do that because it's curving the way it's curving, and it can be a real pain in the ass is all I'm saying. Okay, now if we do this, we could, okay, so that doesn't look like bad. What we can do is do that, and then let's see, why do I have to bring, that's way too big. That is fucking gigantic. We are not doing that. Let's go to this tiny one, the 4 meters. And then we're gonna do, we're gonna do that. Yep. And then we're gonna bring it up just a wee bit, just like that, because we still want to keep this base we just put down. I don't know. We'll see how it looks at the very end. Oh, these are on different levels. Because this is here. You know what? It's fine. And then there's a good hack here that you can do. Just double it up. And there we go. And it's, I have a separate, not everything has to be even. It's fine. I'm just, what is that? Is that the building that I put in there? What is that? What is that trim? It's limestone. It's limestone flooring. I can't even fix that. Okay, that's fine. We're not gonna worry about fixing that. You know why? Because we have other problems. All right, we're gonna... that could have been cool. And I want it to curve there, but like, ooh. I don't like that. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So, can you tell how like OCD I am? That goes almost perfect, but we're gonna change it just ever so slightly. There we go. Okay, and then we don't have to worry about the other one. What we need to worry about are these, because you can also see the defect too. Go up and down and all around. There we go. Oh, a little down. If you have pathing as well, you do have to be slightly careful. See, that's too long. And the problem with that, you'll see in a second, is then we can just move this one individually because we want it to kind of collide just enough. Just enough. That looks like shit. Okay. Why did it connect so well here? It's because it's a corner, but it's doing the outside thing, and I hate it. If we do this, how does that... I could shove something in that corner is what I'm saying. And that's not coming out that side. We're gonna get rid of it, and I'll tell you why. So we're gonna replace it with a 2-meter one. And by replacing it with a 2-meter one, we're gonna get lined up. We're gonna get lined up just like that, and we're gonna have this weird little corner. Royal Crown. What is Crown Royal? Is that a whiskey? Am I wrong? Tell me. That's slightly off. We need to reduce. All right, I'm aware this one is also now. Oops. We need to do that. Okay. There. Already looks better. Yeah, there's this weird fucking thing here, but can't be helped. It can't be helped, right? And again, this is one of those, like, it's a big building, but it's like a building. There's buildings in a building, right? Because, yeah. I have to figure out what to do. I have little pillars here, but I'm not, because like I don't have trim here. What the fuck is wrong with me? Trim would look, because this kind of is, but like a little extra. This is base. This goes in the bottom. Wall trim. And then, yeah, so you can take it and you just like, you can use, my eyes are watering. You can use, this one's harder to cover up if it like goes overboard, so I don't recommend that one as much. My favorite one is probably this one, but you want to make sure it's lined up correctly. And maybe even go like into the wall with it a bit. This one's gigantic, which is the one you see right above it, is technically, oops, the wrong, so we're not doing that. You want little bits of like, okay, and then it's gonna add it, but not the way I wanted you to add. I want you to go into it, okay? Okay, before we hit edit, because it's being a wee bit of a bitch, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna... You just shove it inside, okay? That's all you have to do. You just... And then you want to make sure there's no, like... If you want, like, that offset of texture, you could have a little bit of brick, or you just raise it up just enough to not come above it. You know what I mean? And then it gives you that like wonderful little pattern. Now if you wanted to, you could switch it. Maybe not that one. These get huge, by the way. You could go with this one, but it comes with its own issues. I do like this one too, though, which is the one that I've used a lot as well. You can make them go a little bit further down. You can make them go up more if you wanted to give more life instead of it just matching up. You can do that. Which honestly, kind of dig that kind of a lot, so might be with the one I go with. Yeah, I dig that. It needs to come over a little bit more, but yeah. And then see what I did there? Except it doesn't line up. Problem for another day, I suppose. Oh, it can. It could if you do that. You have to bring it back. You see what I mean? So if we do that and we do that, it kind of gives it... You're not far back on the thing. You're not far back enough. We need you to... That's why I probably didn't, though. You know what I mean? We're gonna exit build, go to the wall trim again, and then what we're gonna do is do the X thing. We're gonna line it up. Damn, I did a good job lining that up. At least height-wise. And then we're gonna come out a little bit, not a ton. We can do that. That looks better. All right, let's duplicate. No. Can I? There's gotta be there's a way. Where's my piece? Duplicate. Thank you. That should have worked. Let's try this again, shall we? Yeah, you can give it like a faux appearance, and what I mean by that is you see that it's connecting. It's definitely like a fake connection, but that doesn't matter. And then it doesn't go in there. Cool. And then of course, yeah, if you're gonna, like, you see how that doesn't quite doesn't even go on. What the heck, man? Will it let me? Okay, it'll let me connect to that one though, so that's nice. I need to put it there probably, right? It's just a wee bit. If I did this, it will connect. And don't worry, I have an idea. Ooh, I need that because I need that connecting. Can I get this connect? Okay, and then you do that. Okay. Now we're gonna do. You're gonna let me click on this. Exit. Sometimes it's like, oh, you're trying to work on a group? No, you're not. Wait, why is this all one? Edit. We're editing this. Yes, we are. Except we're gonna split these ones from the group. Is that because you can, I don't know why, but they won't let you do this otherwise. They don't let you move it back, and I find that lame. But you want it to be moved back just a little bit, just a little bit. And look, all good, except this one's not quite long enough. You can see. We're gonna split that group again. We can add it back in later, it's fine with some of them. You can be at peace now. I wish I could drink Sprite. Did I put this on wrong? I did. Did I? I think I put... No? I don't think I did. Oop, oop. It's so finicky, guys. It's so... Because this one seems... Okay. This one is about... Okay, so you can merge... Okay. We need to move this one just enough. Just enough! Whoa. Whoa. Good? We good? That looks... Some of them... I question whether I put that on right. I don't think this is correct, guys. I'm pretty sure this is not, but It's whatever. We'll cover it later. It's an imperfection we can fix later. I should be done working with that building for now. Way more important. We just want everything to look pretty is all. And, you know, and that can be difficult. That can be difficult. I don't mind decorating a bit of the inside of this, but of course it's a habitat, so the walls will be appropriate for an animal. So I was like, do I even bother putting trimming in here at all? Probably not, because it's an animal and we'll probably be covering the walls with stuff. And they should have, I think I'm gonna make this their little sunbathing area. Okay, what is this mud wall floor? Did I color it personally? Mud wall paint. I probably did. You can not violate ocean enough to be right, yeah. And that can be difficult. It looks pretty until a brick drops in the overhang and hits someone, and then they're done, and then you pay millions of dollars because you fucked up. Dude, that would suck. Like, what did you do? Yeah? You just thought that was a good idea, did ya? You know. Where's my 2, 4? That's limestone base trim. This is limestone base trim. We all trim together. All right, let's do, this is, yes, it's kind of like part of the habitat, but like, trust me, okay? Trust the process. And then we need, oop, I already had it right. We're trusting the process. Trust me, I've learned from many creators watching hours of videos. We're trusting the process. All right, we're gonna make this look good. OSHA be damned. That's right, I said it. If I get a lawsuit, I'm in sandbox mode. That can still happen in sandbox mode, by the way, but you have unlimited money, I think. We'll find out. We'll find out, definitely. Yeah, that looks fine. And then for a sake, roll. And there we go. Look how lovely that trim is. Isn't that the best trim you've ever seen? You're gonna say yes. All right, decorations, we have none. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know if I like that. Not, because I do like this, the circular brick look, like that's kind of nice looking. You could put this here and then put like a pillar, I suppose. But then you have to do that on the other side as well, I'm pretty sure, to make it look like decent. Let's just see, let's see. Okay, hold up, we'll see. Give me a second, okay. I say, yeah, that's probably fine. And then, we want to really, why is it there? 4 seems a bit intense, but do we have like a thicker one? This looks really fucking thin. Do you have game? Do you have thicker ones? Because this is thin as hell. I'm just saying, like, let's look at classic. Maybe under architecture. We don't have light signs. Centerpieces. What about centerpieces? That's not right. We're gonna look at under. There's gotta be a thicker. Oh, that would look nice too, but that's gonna be too small. $10 a concrete pit. Yeah, I know. You could have a driveway. Pretend driveways don't cost an arm and a leg, right? Oh, that's fucking big. That's probably a bit too... Yeah, here we go. Here are the thick ones. This is what I was looking for. That's a bit much. What about... See, it's just... But then they give you these pathetic little... But you need them to be thick. I guess we could just... I mean, I think that would look better. It's thick, at least, appropriately. We're gonna see. Maybe it's too thick. You know, it is just a fucking block. But then, you know, you could have it on the other side. Oh, that goes through the other side a wee bit. Did you guys notice that? Hold on. We're gonna put it there. There we go. We don't want it popping out the other side. We're gonna build a different one for that. Perhaps this, do we have a 4-meter one? That might look more appropriate. Okay, so you bring the size down, right? And then you're gonna do that. Maybe there? This just looks like a nightmare, like it wouldn't support it. I don't believe it. This is not believable. Maybe if we wrench it up a bit. It just doesn't look right to me. Does that look right to you guys? Where's the base? Okay, we have a column, cap, and a base. Okay, let me try putting the cap on it. Maybe this won't look so shit, and then we need a base. That looks too nice. I want something more not nice. Does that look good? Does it look like shit? I think it looks fine. And then, nope. And then you can, let's see. We want it to not pass through completely. We might be able to work with that. Might being kind of like the keyword there, but you know. Okay. We do all of that and then we copy it. And then it's a shame you can still see the brick. Not that okay, we'd have to have it go in just a little bit. That's a shame. You can still see that. And if you don't, it's just gonna... That's one of those things, like, how do other people get around building it like that, right? How does that look? If this you're playing it in Zoo, I hate to see how complex your Minecraft builds are. I don't play Minecraft. I play Vintage Story, which is the harder variant of it. But I don't have very complex builds there because we're playing in survival, and so we have limited stuff, and it's early access. So now I'm curious. We have this build it brick. Okay, where's the... Okay, I want this piece. Okay, if we get rid of it... Well, goddamn, okay. I have an idea now. I'm like, wow, I just took getting rid of the thing to be like, hey. And then we're not duplicate. Fuck! We're not duplicate. Please, mouse. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna move it, and then we're gonna move it. Why? Because doesn't that look so much better? We need it to be there. We do need it to be there, but doesn't that, I mean, I wish it stuck out more. I do wish it stuck out more. Because otherwise, yeah, we could, otherwise, it just looks a little flat. It just looks a wee bit flat, but otherwise, it looks so much better. What if we add the other one back in and then we take away, watch this. What? I'm like I'm about to do something super impressive. I'm not. I'm just gonna attempt. Okay, so we're gonna move this one a wee bit back. And how far? Wait, okay. It's like a tunnel now. I made a tunnel. Oh, I made a tunnel. Okay, we're gonna do there. And because I'm super goddamn picky. We're gonna touch all this stuff. I used to have like I didn't know how to build in Minecraft the longest time. I used to play something called like Feed the Beast back in the day, right? That's what I'm gonna call it. Back in the day, before I had a laptop to play games. I didn't have a desktop. I was obsessed with like making these gigantic gardens with waterfalls. I don't know why, and making tree stuff. But that was like soon after I graduated high school was when I played that. And I played a ton of Guild Wars. I played more of that than anything. Guild Wars 2. Oh my god, because I like babysat all the time and I got scared for a second, heard noises. I like that. I like that it's like a little tunnel. It's not great, it's not perfect, but it's something and it's better than nothing. And I think there's a height difference, but that's fine. That's fine. We don't need to worry about that. It's fine. So we're gonna cut this exhibit in half. I need to figure out a way because I'm so worried. These things are going to get out of the exhibit. I think I have an idea. Okay, what if we go to aquatic and we go to the faux? Where are the big chunks? Are these... Okay, flat rocks and big chunks are like your best fucking friend in this game. So if we covered this, that won't matter. They'll still get out. If I flatten this more, which I don't think I can because there's a path on it, I need to figure out a way that they can't get out. That they can't get to the people, because obviously here we're gonna have some sort of like, I would like to put null fences. I don't want people to see the, like, this won't, I'll have a null fence. They can't possibly get out. I say hoping that they can't get out. We'll figure it out. Trial and error. My otters got out every time. I don't even know how, and so did something else too. Pygmy hippos maybe. Because we could put rocks here, right? And maybe the rocks means they can't. Those are some tiny fucking stairs. I do like these rocks. I love the aquatic faux rocks. I love them. But I don't... If I had... Will people be pissed off if I block their view of the animal slightly? Because I could put another fence here with... and make this like foliage. Foliage. Let me see what we have for barriers. Like actual barriers. I should probably make them... climb resistant, or we could use head. Those are way too big. That is way too big. Yeah, we're gonna have to use fencing. Where is the fencing? Fence. Okay, so like you could put, I mean that kind of it'll look like shit a little bit, but you get the idea. Sometimes you just like, look at this cattle railing. Sometimes you need a way to like make sure the assholes can't escape, because then people run and then they dislike you and it's this whole thing. They're so dramatic. Oh, this is what people use for different type of gates. I've seen the lady designer use it like, when you think of the, let me click out of that. When you think of like where they're going, like for a gate, it's like she would put it, like, how big is this? It's like this. Oh, I could go right directly in the center. Oh, look. Look. Scaring the shit out of me. Thank you. We're gonna put a little gate there because it looks good. Oh, I didn't realize there was two different ends. Should we have the silver end be like that? Oh, I like the silver. We're doing the silver instead. Let's get rid of that one. And then copy. How do we... Nope. Fuck it. Do this. Pull it. Okay. Cool. Now, thank you for the bits, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Oh, I didn't get it right. I can't tell if I have it right. I'm gonna look at the axis. That looks almost right. That could be right. I'm gonna make some weird noises. I'm so happy. Ah, look at it. Guild Wars and Mint Juice. I forgot the game. Yeah, I haven't played. I used to play League of Legends too. I don't like. People are not very nice in League of Legends. Well, everyone here probably knows that. But yeah, thank you for the biddies. I will be putting those towards my dog's vet bill. She had, I know it says last Thursday, it was like 2 weeks ago, I think now. She had a seizure. It's very scary. She's fine, thank God. But, you know, you don't know that. This could look like a fucking rich American family if I wanted to picket fence and shit. That'd be really funny. But then the animals will hate me, and I don't want them to hate me. Is this the one we used? Okay, how do we get it to be... Okay, cool. Okay, no! I hit the wrong button. Okay. And then we're gonna, like, make it go in. Yep, just like that. Just like that. Into the silver bit area. Yep. And then up we go. Ah, fuck, I'm good. I'm so happy with that. I don't care if you think it looks like shit. I love it because to me it looks like doors that can close because this is a reptile house and reptiles can be very dangerous, and that's just big enough for the keeper to get in and the animals. I'm pretty sure if I put a Gariel in here, they would be fine. They would be fine. I'm sure of it. I'm not sure about anything. But I don't know. I think that looks great. Now there's a thing I want to try because there's like supposedly like these doors, right? Now we already saw one door, but what if we made, or hear me out, what if we made our own door? I had metal. Where's the tiny metal piece? Guild Wars stream then. I don't even know how to log into my Guild Wars anymore. Like, also, I didn't know I need glasses until I played, like, a lot of Guild Wars 2. Because I was like, oh, the textures always look like shit. Like, why can't they have better textures? And then I found out it wasn't the textures, it was me. I also I feel like I'm being gaslit, but according to my husband and my friends, I'm fucking colorblind. And I'm just like, because we're playing VR chat and we played other games. I'm like, oh, it's this color. They're like, no, it's not. It's this. I'm like, no, it's fucking this color. And now they're like, you should go get tested. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not colorblind. You're wrong. You're wrong. It was blue. It was fucking, sorry, it was green. It was green. And they kept saying, oh no, it's yellow. I'm like, no, it's fucking green. And no, I'm not colorblind. They gotta be fucking with me. I don't believe them. Like, I can't have, that's not even like a big problem, but I just don't believe. I feel like I would know. I feel like I would know if I'm colorblind. You don't just, like, it doesn't just fucking happen. I like if it wasn't not on the, like, thing. I don't know if I have it turned like this, but like that's if you're walking this way. If you're walking this way, you wouldn't see it. But also, should it be in the direct path? Probably not. It should be like, why do you do that? Okay, this is much better. That's a much better, because then like the keeper could come up to it and be like, what's here? And this the slightest turn, just the barest slightest turn, right? And then we could cover like a little tiny, well, that's too small. I wanted a planter mulch in it, though. I thought, hey, if it has a big old box under it, that'd be cool, right? Is this to go in a window, though? I want to make sure it doesn't go in a window. If you just get a bunch of mulch. What is this? We have vents. I didn't know we had vents. I forgot. So one of my community members bought me the conservation pack the other day. We have a place to put poop. What is this? Conservation too. We have wall hooks. Ladies and gents, we have wall hooks. Oh my God. I'm so excited. We have wall hooks. We have wall hooks. Okay, you know what we're gonna do with wall hooks? We're just gonna put them everywhere. Because why not? We're gonna put it here because this is the backstage area. Oh yeah, we should probably make sure it looks actually halfway decent. Bam. Bam. I don't even care if they're not fully, like, that's definitely off. I do care. I lied. I care greatly. It has to be. Wait, do these look like door handles? Could you could make it look like a door handle? Hold up. Hold up. Where's the metal? I know it exists. I don't know if I have the DLC for it. I don't know if I have the DLC for it, but I know. Oh, you could put how sad little memorial plaques. Can you write on them? Are they editable? There are. You can write on them. You could put little memorial plaques. Okay, where is my? Yeah, I like that. I just do. I'm looking. There should be a perfect square thing. Is this metal? Is this a wall? Where is the door shape one? You guys know what I mean if you've played this, I think. No, that's kind of thick. Ew, I hate that. Ew. Can you not do that? I don't like that. Never mind. That's awful. You could make that into like this type of weird fucking door, I suppose. But I feel like if you're gonna have this weird fucking God, why does that work? It looks like an elevator now. Does that look like an elevator to you? Ooh, it's hanging out a lot. What about, no, it's too thick. We need it to be thinner. What one are we on right now? 2 meters. What about 1 meter? Oh, no, that's not helping with that thickness issue. Ooh, that's definitely not. 4x2. What about 4x1? That's still kind of thick, though. You know what I mean? What is it considered? There has to be. That's also, like, ew. Is that just as thick? That seems just as thick, honestly. But yeah, Guild Wars, yeah, have tests for that. Looky! Oh, it's a light brack. Wait, what? New World I thought this was a New World banner. I didn't think this was for lights, I'm gonna be honest. I got really excited. Oh, that's actually kind of nice looking. I thought this was a door handle. I thought it was a fucking door. I thought it was a door handle. What did I just click on? Oh, the monkey habitat. Thank you for the bits. Thank you. What was I just... Where's my door handle? Where'd it go? We're putting it here for safekeeping. We're not using it right now. It's just going there for safekeeping, okay? I've also seen people use this as a fence, but like, you could use that too. I want to figure out how to put a little door. I want a little door, and then I have to, the keeper, what the key, wait, is this, no, that's a sign. That's a sign. But, I mean, that looks like a thing is editable. New World canopy. You could use this to like, hold up, does it have, I have a different use in mind for this. You could put it on the top and hang lights from it, but I don't want it facing that way. I want it facing flat. How do I get it to go? That's the way I want it, and then you have it go up like that. You could make it, and then it's like glass. You could have like a little tiny reptile without having like a exhibit. You know what I mean? Go in the, this is the one Promise to Planet Zoo. It doesn't want to. Okay, now we're stuck in slow mode. Okay. I want to figure out how to do a door. Like, this is a dilemma of mine. That looks like an ironing thing. Okay, where's the door? Oh, here's a door. That's not ideal. I want a door handle. Where's your tiny metal? What the fuck is this? Decoration wall grill? What is this be for? Wall grill. Can we just, fuck it. Let's just, it's the backstage area. Why not? You know what I mean? I don't know what to put on there. What is a wall grill for? It looks kind of cool though, right? Like I feel like you would just hang stuff on it. Where's the door? I know there's another, that's a chain point. That also looks like it could be anything else. Oh my god, that's animal doors. Wait, can you use these as animal doors? Why would they give you this if you couldn't use them? You know what I mean? Look at that. That's the one thing. I don't think the doors are actually usable. Clipboards! You could hang clipboards off them, right? Or could you not? It just... I feel like you want a cork board for that, right? Why is this going in there, right? Okay. We'll just have it there. I don't know what to do with this. Scared me that time? Yeah, I mean, you scared me, so I think that means we're even. We want a vent in this thing. Oh, look at that chain. Look at that chain, that cool chain. Okay, we have this. I see. You could build a fence with chain. I'm just discovering so much. Where be the tiniest of things? You know what I mean? I feel like I want to make clay pool. If we put it around, we put those in, we can put some water in. That might look really cool, especially with a little bit of a vent. But then will the animals be happy? It's just a little pool. Like, it... Twilight door lock? Oh. Oh, that's to walk through. I know what that's for. Okay. But where... Twilight metal banding. Torch bracket. I see where you could do that, but I'm not seeing the metal things. Unless it was this. Oh god, I hope it wasn't this. This is ugly. I'm not using this as a door. That's ugly. Corrugated. I wonder if they changed the color. See, what do you... Can the animals even get out? Do they just go straight through? I feel like they would just go straight through. Because you don't get actual animal, like, stuff. Unless this is the door. That can't be it, right? Editable sign. These are all doors. Aluminum! Here we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. I found it. I found it. Now hear me out. Grab this. Grab this. Put it there. Duplicate it. Should be mostly the same. Oh my god, I got that good. And then, wait for it. I don't know if we're gonna have to move this. So we have to go to barriers. We actually have to go to barriers. We should probably build a fucking finish building what we're doing, actually. Construction, brick, take off metal, classic, yes. I'm working, okay, wait, 1 meter. Do you think that's tall enough? That's 2 and that's 4. How big do the keepers... I think that's about person size. I don't think they get much bigger than that. Echoes. I think that's about the right size for that. Ah! Edit. Edit group mode. Yep, we're editing. We could, my only problem with this is, without an actual fence, like we could do, like, a lot of people like to do, ooh, I don't want it doing that though. And it does it even if you do, ooh, I didn't think about this. It's doing that where it like connects. We might have to do, we did this. That wouldn't make sense for a door. Also, they could probably just climb through those, I would imagine. We need a cave. Ooh, wait. What are the odds? What are the odds that they could just, you know, crawl out? What are the odds they're gonna crawl the fuck out? I don't know. I don't know if they can crawl out or not. Maybe we should put this just in case. Barriers. Null. We could put a chain link barrier. Chain link electric. Who the fuck needs? We'll put a chain link. We don't need electric for sure. Why is it obstructed? It'll let me put it here, but not here. Do I have water? Okay. I don't have water. Is it because it's editing group mode, or is it not editing group mode? Okay, what about a null barrier? It'll let me do a null barrier, but not a chain link barrier. That's what I want to know. Okay, it won't let me just... Can we... We're gonna move this thing to be right here, just for now. I think that might be causing the issue. And then we're gonna go to barriers. I'm not 100% that's causing the issue, mind you. It's not. It is not. There's something underground that's causing the issue, I believe. Not much of a clue here, but... Will it let me do any gate? Okay. I don't like that it's like doing that, but it's fine, I suppose. As doing it as whatever. I was hoping the door would be fine, because the habitat door could be hidden behind. It won't let me. Why? It won't let me go either way. It's okay. And then how far does our outside exhibit go? Not far enough. Alright, this is where I can struggle sometimes. It's because you have to, like, and you don't... Oh, you're gonna end up escaping habitat, right? Oh, wait, no. I don't know why it's doing this. Okay. We probably want it to be, like... You want it to be, like, at the barrier. Can make this longer. How do we make it longer? There we go. You're gonna every time. Every time. Thank you. Every time apparently I get scared. And then we're gonna curve it just enough. Just enough. And then we're gonna curve it again. And then eventually we have to get a habitat gate in. You don't have to worry about that right away though. Sometimes it'll be like, oh, your animal escaped when they clearly haven't. And then you should be able to, is it this one or this one? Okay, it's not the plus sign. Okay. And then you can put a metal gate in. I bet it's because of this. It'll let me put it there. But maybe I need to alter it, like put it like in here. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. It's gonna have to go in more, because if I'm not mistaken, this could go. Let's delete that. And then that barrier. And then we're gonna try to do the chain link fence. That doesn't work. Okay. What about chain link now? Or that's corrugated. And then no barrier because, yep. It should be no barrier. Panel too short. I hate that. Oh, it's... Make that, and then... And then we're gonna take... There. It's a little wonky. But that can work. And then you take a metal gate. Sorry, maybe... Doesn't want to fit it there for some reason. Why? Oh. Is that literally the whole thing? It's like it didn't want to because I was facing the wrong way? Because if so, that sucks. We're gonna do it there. And then... Okay, I'm done with that. Edit. Take those teeny... No, we want this. And then we're gonna move it. Yep. All right. It needs to be ever so slightly turned so green. I was hoping that this would look a little different just because I've seen so many people use habitat gates. But I don't know if you can make habitat gates because that's where the keeper's gonna enter. I could make it where they like this is where they enter and they enter like in a different area. I don't know. Also, I wish I knew how to make these like fence things here. Okay, I think we need to take... I don't want habitat. I want... Alright, we're gonna have to double the... Oop. Oops, what did I just hit? Okay, I must have hit the right thing. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Okay, and then we're gonna duplicate it. And then to do like that. And then I would have had to get rid of the other thing, but I don't know if it's gonna matter too much. This is like, I don't even know if it's gonna be a thing that's gonna work super well. Maybe. I didn't mean to do that, but it's fine. I meant to make it like just move it, not have a... Oh, okay. We need to green it again. I didn't mean to move it there. I don't know why it's there. Why are you there? Fuck it. Fuck it. We're just not gonna deal with the doors right now. I suppose, because it is... We don't even need that one. Because I hit... Okay, there we go. Yep. And then if we hit green... There we go. How does it look? How does it look? Yeah. Love it. Now we just gotta figure out... We have to make a little fence here. We have our null barrier. Now we just need to figure out how to do that. What I mean is like making a little, some sort of thing here to make sure the guys can't get out, which would be like, could be a window, could be something else. Preferably a fence with like grating in it, kind of like what I already have. What am I on right now? Oh. What is it? Is it just metal that I need to type in? Okay, we don't need to worry about aluminum panels, but... Window grill, that's what I have. We need to get that little... That's nice. Rusted, oh, that's metal. Didn't realize that. Where are they? We're under, oh, why am I not, are they not metal? Where's the grating at? Oh, here we go. Okay, it went up too far. Here we go. That's way too small. Let's find one that's similar. That's not. That's not. Is there a bigger one? There we go. We're gonna do this. Now, obviously, like, they have a little bit of a difference here, but... And then... You want to do it, like... I don't know how that is looking right now, honestly. We want to have it, like, hit that a little bit, and, that's a 2x2. Do we have a 2x1? No, no, we sure don't. Okay. Okay. So we have that. Now we just want to have, like, something that's going over it. So let's see, metal beams. Can we change the color of these, I wonder? That looks like wood. These are the teen. Oh, that's not all that small, actually. No, I'm looking at it. I might have to go for the wood. Yeah, we're gonna go for the wood. We're creating a fence, kind of. Because I got distracted again, because I do. Alright, let's go for the tiny... That's not tiny at all. Wooden or wood. I feel like wood might be. Nope, that's way too big. Where are our tiny things? Or at least thin? Preferably of dark. It's really, I mean, that's a bark panel. I don't know where these came from. Indonesia, that's nice. It's all dependent on, like, the person. Big boxes, there's nothing wrong with creating big boxes, I'll have you know. conservation. This is close. This is very close. Now, can I change the color of this? I'm doubting I can. Can we make it black? Let's just, instead of making it... Can we get it the right shade? Almost. It's so close. It's a very, like... That's close enough. Now... That's a beam. We don't want a beam. I don't even know what that is. I want a wood pole, but like not that exactly. That's too big. Some of these are just gigantic, so they're not gonna work. Yeah, that one is too. But we can drag it into the ground. I was hoping to get one that was already the exact color match for that one. Trellis. We could have flowers on that. Instead of an actual trellis, we can create something else, you know what I mean? We have these that you can pretty much use as things, but... Man, this sucks. They have the cute little... I like the ocean driftwood floor. I was hoping to see, you know... more. I wanted to have more wood pieces, but I'm not finding the wood piece that I want, or my preferred. That's not even round. Square, here we go. Better. I prefer the length, I think, of that one, but... Rope. How many building pieces are there? Holy shit. Oh, here we go. Is that the exact one? No. I like the way it looks, though. Does it have a thicker variant? It does. Has this big one, and then that's much better looking, I think. Also just do this. Like if you wanted, you could just boop, have it like different wood and just have wood on the side as well and going up, you know what I mean? You have to just connect it. There we go. That's too little. This is like pretty much damn near the correct height. And then it's not... I have a reason for not liking how that was looking out, because there we go. But then we just sink it into the ground just to be a little above where it's supposed to be, and then you take that, and once it's where you want it, you get it in the correct position. I'm just going to be using green. Okay, and is that correct? No. I think that's correct. It looks good. Okay. You just have to figure out, do we want it to be exactly like that? Then you bada bing. Bada bing. Bada boom. Get rid of the huge long one. We don't need it. This one should be more in. Yeah, like that. kind of like that. It should be more in. And then we need, because then it's like, okay, so like that one has tiny, I don't know how you're gonna get this ultra thin thing at the top. Unless, yeah, like you do this. It's not perfectly, just slightly going up. I dislike that. Why is it doing that? Can barely see it, it's so thin. How do we do this? How do we want to do that? We don't have any wiring. So I would assume we need to tilt it up not the right angle, which is what this is for. There we go. Looks lovely. Kind of. You might want to do like duplicate and down, so you can have like that. We could do like or we could have it go down like here. I think I like it doing the less instead of doing the midway. I like that more. And then we're gonna duplicate that. We're just gonna straight up duplicate it, and I know it has to be like, it doesn't wanna. Nope, that's not how I want you to place. We need it to go here and here, and I don't know how to do that. We're just gonna have to, it'll keep at least, for the most part, the same height. Okay, there we go. And then we need to get it turned the exact green. Is that enough? I think it might be slightly off. I used to wait on the Guild Wars 2. I don't even know my information to log in anymore. If I even can. Like, I played that so long ago, and I don't even know where to begin playing again. Like, I used to be part of, like, a decent, fairly sized guild. I had a lot of money in that game because I grinded, like, rare ingredients, and so like during the holiday events, I would like put on a competition, a riddle competition that I would send out in this small area, and so anyone could answer the riddles. If they got them correct, I would give them a super rare fucking prize up to like 100 gold. I remember one thing I got, I think was like the bat thing that I worked really hard. I got another one. I gave that away. Or I gave the ingredients for it away. Yeah, I struggle to get into MMOs. I did Final Fantasy for a while during 2020. I think I did it for like a year. But I kind of struggled to get into that one. And I think it's just because it's some of the tasks, I guess, is like you're this awesome hero at a point and you're still going around and collecting cheese to throw for parties. It's like, excuse me? Why are we collecting cheese? See where that might look a little off. Okay. Okay, green. And then we want to get it pretty level. That looks correct. Level. Da 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 da. Da da. I mean, it's good enough. It doesn't have to be exact. Ooh, that's not long enough. Oh no. I thought that would be, well, if we do that, it's fine. There's no way they're getting through that tiny gap. There's no way, right? There's no way they're getting through that. No way. No way, Jose. And then we're going to just adjust this a very small amount. Oh, I didn't line it up with the thing. We're gonna line this up just a little bit better. Yeah, much better, much better. And then we're gonna take and just, oh, it isn't that one, it's this one. That's better, that's better. And then this one. There, I think that's... They're not perfect. Fuck it. Exit real quick. I need to not see blue for a minute. It is not great. It is not perfect, but I don't care. Because now I'm gonna move the grate. Yeah. I don't know what to do with this, but I'm happy to have it. I feel like the hooks are what we should be moving, right? Let's just put that here. Let's move a hook. Let's move a hook here. That way this should have enough room, yeah, to go in there. Heck yes. And then it's a little backstage area. It's not much. I know it's not, but it's kind of cute. I think we're ready to put an animal because then we already have the keeper area. And we can just go ahead and now add the rocks. Near BioWare is writing wise, yeah. And now I'm cooking food, and don't get me wrong, I love cooking food in games. I have games that like I do that, like I do a variety of games. I even have I have a VR headset for days where I'm feeling okay to do that, and we have a lot of fun doing that. I need to put something here. I don't like that sticking out. Just this part of the habitat is sticking out. I know, but hear me out. Panel. I have an idea. Where's the conservation panels? Conservation grass roof. Oh, this is not. I probably have to put. This would be good, right? Because we don't have any windows, so we could put. There's a different one. I know there's a different one, or did it? And that might have been someone made it. It was a. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for right here, and then we're gonna like, or we could put rocks. But like, this is what I was imagining for grass panels. Like, you get it right here, and you could just go boop. You want to make sure it's not like hovering, but like. Isn't that nice? You could have a little panel, which works better when it's not a big habitat for the most part. You can have these just up here and cover up some perhaps less than ideal areas of the area that you're showing off. And you might want, let's say if you want to do water like this, I need plaster. The fuck? I didn't know this was a thing. So you can do we have a circular floor that we can do? They have this, but... Oh, they have this. That'll work. That's what I'm looking for mostly. So you can make... Like, if you clear, like, a little area, and if I'm not mistaken, I could be. We'll find out. Okay, we don't want to do that. We want to do push, but we don't want it too intense. Maybe like half. Come on, game. Half. Maybe like 4. Scenery lock, surface lock. That seems a bit big because I'm worried that it's gonna affect. So I'm worried. Okay, I have to make hi, my cat's returned. Alright, how much is that? We could do a little more. Ooh, that might be too much. Might be too much, but it might be okay. And then we're gonna do flatten to foundation. And then that way people can look down and not worry about... And this is how you get, because you can do different like layers of like deep water, and then you could go back to push to do a much shallower area, go to flatten to foundation again, see that, and you have a bit of a trade-off area. You can even do like a waterfall effect doing this. Okay, that's good. So it kind of goes from deep. Now the real test, guys. Also, what the fuck is that? Why is that so pointed? Let's smooth that. Like, you can just smooth some areas that didn't maybe look so good. Also, this could be deeper. This could be deeper. Give me 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. That's much better. I like that little pool. Hi, Cetra. My cat is so fucking insanely cute. All right, and then we're gonna take this again, flatten foundation. Make it just a little bit. Just that, like, incline. We need it just a little, maybe just a little bit more. Yep, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna boop, and then boop. Oh shit! I didn't think about that. Okay, no, we need this to not do that because we need we need to make sure that there's a path for the keeper to get to them. Hi. Jojo, buddy. I'm gonna put him in my lap. Let him release. His Dewclaw is stuck. There we go. Let me put the blanket down so he doesn't claw me. Hi, Bean. Hi. Hi. No. Yes. etc. has graced me with his presence. We'll see if he stays. Okay, so this is how we're gonna get water. Okay, you're already going to my feet. Never mind. He's decided he's still on me. He's just on my feet now. So this is how, if you want like a decent, this is also a very tiny water area, but they're gonna have multiples. So you want to hit that. You can do. So that's a really tiny pool of water. Oh, fuck. How much water? Why is it gonna be everywhere? I don't want it to be everywhere. I want it to be here, but look what it does. It floods everything. This is terrible. Even this area. Okay, maybe not that area, but removing the water. We are removing the water. We have issues. We clearly have issues. All right, we're fixing problems. I don't know why. I don't know why we have them. But all right, we're doing that. Maybe the water won't be so fucked. It is. It still is. Why? Why are we fucked? I would love to know. We can just make a deeper water area. We'll just do this. Fuck it. Fuck it. We'll figure it out. Look at that. Look at that. And then, like I said, you can just... We don't want it to be quite as, like... You don't want it to be quite as deep, but you don't want to get near the keeper area either. You want to keep this just as much. And then you take a smoothing tool, wherever the fuck that went. Okay. Any of those rough spots, you want to not have too many because you can cover them up, but we want to just not have them to be too rough. When you see Leon suplex, yeah. Wrong for your Drobo, no shirt on. I'd be a very, very happy and very drooly woman. It would be a very good day in this house. All right, this isn't working the way I want it to. I have a different I'm forming ideas in my head. Barriers, glass. Where is the glass? What we're gonna do is we're gonna also make this incredibly small. We don't need it there. We clearly need it like... If we put barriers here, will that work? We're gonna give them... And don't worry, I have a method to this madness. I mean, kind of. I don't want it going there. I do not want it forming there. I don't want it going there either. I have a reason for doing this. I saw someone do this today, earlier, when I was doing a little tutorial. And I'm hoping, beyond hope, that it'll work for me the way it worked for them. I have no way of knowing if that is going to be the case. Why is it obstructed though? Is it because this considers, because like they did two different things and they had it connected? Why can't I connect? It lets me, like, almost go there. Does it need to be longer? I can make it longer, that's fine. I don't mind, like... You can see it! You can see it! It wants to connect. It doesn't. This isn't going well. I don't know how they did it. Like, I do, but I don't. And, like... Construction. Or terrain, I mean. But if we put water here, and it still won't let us put water here, there's still a huge problem because we have flooding now. I don't want flooding. This is the last thing that I want. What animals you can have in your zoo? Reptiles. This is the reptile house. I want so many. Okay, so we're gonna have to pull up. I don't want to do this, but I have to. And then we're gonna flatten the foundation. Because otherwise, we're gonna have an issue with water being everywhere. And then maybe that solved the issue? It did. Look at that. I'm a fucking genius, except that's not great, but that's fine. It should be fine. There, and then is this technically deep water? Almost certainly not, but hardly matters. However, this game hates you, so God forbid you try to sculpt. Well, and then if you try to sculpt while, like, being... No. It doesn't want you to sculpt while you're actually, like, have water in there. Now, this is what we're gonna do. We're doing this, right? And then we're gonna take it right here, and we're gonna make a little area here to make it a little bit shallower, and then we're gonna just a little bit shallower, and then we're gonna smooth it, and then we're gonna try this out again. Okay, we still don't have leaks. We're good. There's no water here. There's no water here. He can get through just fine. All right, so we're good there. The people will not have issues. Both see, God, I hope they can't climb out. They shouldn't be able to because there's water here. So we should be good there. Should be. I want to put in, I would show you, but I can't. I don't have an animal marketing thing right now in game. I'll be getting one, so this is good. We have water here. We're gonna probably have a little bit out here, like just a wee bit of a pool, but then we're gonna take plaster pieces, and then as you can see, you can give them, if say you wanted to have it kind of be like the old kind of classic look to a like plaster, so you can put this wherever you want. There's gonna be water there regardless, so you could do this, and debating if I put plaster around, I'm still gonna need something covering it, so those faux rocks will probably go perfectly with this, to be just good honest. I don't normally do this. I usually do like more, I'm trying to go get that old-fashioned pool vibe, you know what I'm talking about? And don't worry, we'll be fixing this part, don't you worry. Do we not have, we duplicate, nothing can go there? Okay, that's fine. If you do that old pool vibe, you see you can go there. We're gonna have them. Here we go. Just in case. I have an idea. Don't worry. And like I could put it like this, but they're going to be able to get into this no problem. And then after you have the proper plaster pieces, you go to like the faux... That's not a habitat piece. That's... Oh. I didn't know. So you get these faux rocks and faux trees, so you can do that, or you can do the really cool thing. And let me see if I can find it. Is this it? I don't think this is it. Where's the... Should be under my favorites somewhere. Faux... I have to tag out of this real quick. That seems a bit big. That's definitely not it. Faux rocks, but not what I wanted. Where is it? This might be it. I can work with that. So we have one a bit smaller. That'll work. Mud wall. Simple mud wall. How big is this? Holy shit, it's way too big. It's way too big. So you get rocks and you can just like put them in here, and it really depends. Like, do they have ones that are like gray colored still? These are kind of gray colored. I'm trying to stick with ones that are more gray colored. It's almost okay, but not quite. Like, these might be okay. I don't have sun in here. I can't see. These don't look the same color as they are. I want them to have that gray vibe to them. There's faux. Okay, let's see. Yeah, see, these are more gray. What do they look like in the tops and bottoms? Oh, these are all tiny. Okay, so we want the big ones, and then we're gonna do that. We're gonna drag that into the habitat just like that. You'll see why. You'll see why. It's dark as fuck in here, and I apologize. Where's the down one? Green. So, in order to cover up the plaster area, like mostly this area, I just don't want them to see, because you can do it so, like, okay, let's put that there. Let's go back to plaster. You can take shorter pieces too. We should have a 2x2 somewhere. We don't have a 2x2. Okay, so you can just do, we can't, I was hoping we could lower, we can lower it, but we should be able to angle it. But it's not gonna let us, so we're gonna have to just, oh, it doesn't let you, you have to do it with a wall. Damn, that sucks. Okay, let's do it. You know what, that gives us a little more options. A 2x1. That's way too small. What about a 2x2? 2x2 is also a little small. A 4x4, honestly. All right. We're gonna do it like this. Bring it down. And then you do that. You want it to stand out still. But you want it to be just like as exact as you can. Obviously not everything's gonna be perfect. You don't have to have it be as steep either, but like, for instance, we could do it be a lot less steep, but then it won't really work as well as you want it, right? So we're gonna get that back. And then we're gonna go to this way. And then you just kinda do that. Kind of go in that old-fashioned look to this habitat. And then we're gonna do it again with the 4x4, but we're gonna do it on this side. Except it's a lot less flat over here. And we're gonna go down, and then we're gonna just like this. We're giving them a fake pool. They can have a real pool outside. And then we bring it down. Below the rock. So we have that point there. And then, still doesn't seem like as steep. I feel like we need it to be steeper. Yeah. We might have to do 2 different ones, and I say that because it might have to be like, it's not quite laying how I want it to. Trying to see if I could get it to lay a little bit differently, but I don't think that looks, because they have all this. Not really happy with that. I might just like do more of this, which I'm probably gonna do anyway, because this is scenery into groups, please. We want this to all be one, and then hit this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna duplicate it. Okay, that's not what I want exactly, but we're gonna do this. And that is this toggle. It should be reset rotation, surface move, toggle relative to world axis. I wanted it to be a random toggle, but it's fine because we don't have to have it be perfect by any means. And then we can fill in other rocks from there as well. Like you can also do this, reveal a little bit more to them if need be. But again, it's okay to have more cohesiveness when you're doing a classical zoo. At least I feel that way. Everyone can do what they want. You can make them close together. Far away, it doesn't, there's not like a wrong thing to do, despite sometimes I do this and I'm like, I'm not happy. And then we're gonna take that last one, raise it up, not have it go through the wall. And then we should be able to do like a waterfall type thing. So we're gonna make one really big fake. I'm gonna have to toggle this to turn differently. Here we go. Oh, oops. We need that to go in. Why is it doing that? You know, sometimes the game's just a mystery. You can do a waterfall doing other things as well. This will be up against a rock. Oh, and there you can see my ceiling. Don't mind that. Of course you do that. And it's like probably why people do ceilings last in this game, I feel like. I'm trying to see the whole thing, but it's like, oh, you wanted to play something? Well, now you're in the ceiling, so you can't. You can't even see it, and you can't scroll in. You have to scroll out. And it's like, you could have this be a little bit of water and have it like come over and be like a waterfall effect, but then like rapids, I guess it could be, but it wouldn't quite make sense because there's no like waterfall. Just a little pool. And then there should be other plaster pieces, like we have pillars. We got another, what's that new world sign? Do we not have anything to line it? We don't. I thought they would have something to line. You have this, which I guess is better than nothing. I was trying to line the pool with, I guess you could use this. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to edit and then place. It won't let me. Yeah? My cat is just screaming, and I don't know why. I also don't know where he is. I think he's... Yeah, I don't know. He might be in the window. Maybe I shouldn't have gone with the plaster, because I'm looking at it and I'm like, eh. Only because I can't get the rest of it to be like this beautiful little pool thing that I wanted it to be, because I wanted to put little vents in, but then you have this, just this sharp drop-off area, right? It could look really good if you get it right, especially with these faux pieces, but I don't know. Might be better off just putting, like, what did I just place? Might be better off just placing these things and then rocks in between and then calling it like a day, and then placing whatever panels like these. If not these, then like just placing rocks around their habitat, which I think might be the best way to go. Oh, these are not part of the group. Why? That's fine, I guess. Yeah, this could be better. This could definitely be better. I think the plaster might make it weird. Also, it will give him slightly less room to swim. Man, I wish that was different. If we... Okay, we can't do that, so we have to do that. Have to be in between, down, and then still up, but we don't want it to be quite that. I like uniformity to a point. We can have some go a little bit higher up, some go even higher, I suppose, or lower, because we're gonna put other stuff there, so it doesn't matter. We might just get rid of the plaster, which we can easily enough. It's not a big deal. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. If you have trouble with your mice, make sure you get them taken care of. Like, fix it, or... We can have that be... let's just be, like, right there. And then the next one... The next one can go up, like, a lot higher, even, maybe. Make sure you're not poking out, I don't think you are. There. And then you just kind of fill in with some rocks and whatever the fuck else on the sides. I think that looks decent. Maybe not with the plaster. Like I said, I might actually have to just put rocks and stuff in, but this is the deeper water. I don't know if it's considered deep water by Planet Zoo standards, but deeper. And then this super shallow water right here that they'll be able to go in, and then this is the point where it kind of like goes into, it changes. So like I said, I might just go ahead and get rid of the plaster. Maybe it works for flamingos, and that's what I liked about it, just because I was trying to go for like, I saw someone do a flamingo pool with this, and I thought it looked excellent. But I'm bad at thinking ahead. So we're just gonna do this. And then we could keep it like... Ooh, we could, instead of plaster... I know what we're gonna put here. It's like... Is it mud? It's not mud brick. Mud wall? Mud wall floor? There is mud wall floor. But I don't know if that's what we want. Isn't there something else? There's gotta be something else for a floor. Not concrete. What you do is do that, and then you switch it. Nope. Kind of could look like sand, I guess, but it looks not. It's not. Not this. Not that. Where it can't just be freeze block, mud wall, wood, metal clad. There's gotta be something than just mud wall. Sandstone? Nope, that won't work. Do plaster, sandstone wall. Okay. So we do have a couple. We could do the sandstone wall floor. Kind of like that. That could look cool. We could do that, or we could do the mud wall floor, which... This would have to be recolored. It's similar. This is supposedly recolored in here. Do that. I'm just debating. Do I want that or do we want sandstone? Honestly, I think I'm going to do the sandstone. Okay, now that we did that, then we take this and then we just duplicate it. We just duplicate it and then we shouldn't have to put anything here. I think that could look good because then it's just like there's the shallow water. I don't know if we can retexture this. We can't. That's why they use the mud wall, because you can change the color of the mud wall. But you can't change the sandstone floor. Balls. But it's fine. Because I still like it more. And then you could just do this, but again, it's gonna look weirder. Because you would have to, I don't even know how, you'd have to angle it up, and that's not gonna go well. Let's just see. This looks better than plaster by far, though. You could have it there. I don't want to do that, though. And then you just cover up with faux rocks everywhere else to give it, so... Where's the faux rocks? We have the aquatic rocks here. That one of my favorite building pieces is it, which is the big one. You can use this one, which is flat, this one, which is flat, and a lot of people like to use just these and like put them in between, and you can use the small ones for the same purpose, like squeezing them in various areas, doing random rotations, stuff like that. Or if you can find where the other tiny ones. Is this a tiny one? Yeah. Dude. You know, it's just that works so much better. There we go. And then you just shove them in like areas like here. You can even do the bigger ones like here. We're going to use a lot of these, and we're probably not really going to retexture them. Also, you got to make sure it's not floating. That's one of the biggest things you don't want. And then just do your random rotations, however you think it'll fit. And then we have some smaller areas that we can fit in here, like right there. We're gonna do that again, but we're gonna do it this way. That looks better. Okay, that's not great. That's not great. Come on, come on. We can do it. Okay, and then we're gonna sink it in. Bring it back. we're deleting the grass, basically. Like, we're not deleting grass, but where you're not gonna see it. Like, you're barely gonna see it. Oh, my eye itches. I really think, like, I really like I said, I wanted Spectacled came in here, and Gariel's, the I forget what other animals you have. There's a lot. I want to get all of the reptiles in here. And then we're gonna just, I shouldn't have done that. I didn't even. You want to always do random rotation. It makes just the biggest fucking difference. And then we're not just gonna have these rocks. We're gonna be interchanging them with other stones as well. We're gonna get this a bit better. Just tips and tricks that I've learned from other creators who play the shit out of this game, by the way. And I don't blame them. It's fucking addictive. I'm worried that that's not gonna look great because it's too big. So far, it looks okay. We're gonna fill in some areas. That one isn't gonna go as well. You know what? We're not putting that one there. We're gonna use, you're not going through, right? Okay. I don't like how that one turned out. We're gonna do that. Okay, better. Then we're gonna do, I know some people use this tiny thing as a door. That's huge. That won't go well with this vibe. I do kind of want to put in like the smallest of waterfalls in here and have the water kind of flow. Even though you think about it, it should be like coming down, have a smaller stream, and then come down again. We might be able to do that like here. Like it might be able to do like one right up against the wall, have it kind of flow into here. But I worry because you have to make sure the keeper can get to that stuff, so we could put the waterfall up against here potentially. I could look that up because we still, oh, we do have these aquatic. These are in here. Okay. How do I can I, these are way too big. Okay, we need a not $20 one because it needs to not be gigantic. We're gonna put a couple of these just in here, inner done in here. Just, however, what about the teeny one? We already have that one. That's fine. That can go in a weird position. Just a little bit. Just a couple, like, actually I think we're gonna put that here. We're gonna keep some in the water. Some don't have to be in the water, not exactly. And they don't have to be in any particular order, so we're gonna avoid putting a whole lot of rock anywhere else. Like here, we're just using it to line some things and then go back to rock. Here we go, aquatic, I mean, rock. And then you see this little area, we're gonna just kind of, where the, I don't want that, I don't want it sticking out. I'm worried it might be, it's not sticking out. Oh! That made me very happy. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. I wish this one wasn't so damn tiny, because I feel like this would be a great entryway into the pool. Like, you just do little this, and then you can get over, because you would want multiples. It's so, like, quaint and stuff, but you can raise it up just a little bit. Or do this and then sink it in more. It would need to be this way. We could do that. Yeah. and then have it lined up, but then you're not getting... We'll have to see, because this is not going to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But it hardly matters. Because we can also fill in any problem areas. I'm gonna tilt it again, just a wee bit. And then what's it? Green? Green. Okay. You tilt it a lot, and then you bring it this way, and then blue. And then you just keep going. Maybe bring it up a little bit here because, yeah. Actually, bring it down just a little bit because we're ready to adjust. Not worried about it being perfect, especially right now. I just want it to be semi-functional. We're not even gonna have the end bit there. We're gonna cover it up with lots of rock. Or just a big, big rock. Very fake looking, but that's what we want, you know? Gotta make sure it's not clipping. And then we take these smaller rocks. We're gonna sink, no, we're gonna sink those in. Shore up the line, so to speak. Take more little rocks and cover that up. And we don't, because as much as it'd be tempting to be like, oh, let's just do a ton of different rock, because you can just do whatever, right? And you can do what makes you happy. But we want to have a couple... Is that popping up over the edge? That is. We're gonna fix that one just a hair. Now, with any luck, if we put water in here, we're gonna go to terrain, we're gonna fill this with water. Okay, and we're gonna fill that with water, and it does go a little bit out of... We need to bring up the... Okay. That's good, but we do need to adjust some terrain here. We're gonna make it smaller because we want 2. That is not what I want. That made it smaller. Okay. More problems than I want it to have. Okay, well, I want it. Oh shit. Okay, didn't mean, I thought I was on flattened foundation. Okay, flattened foundation. Let's not be fucking scary about it. We're doing that because we really need to move it then to 1. Damn it, it just does the same fucking problem. don't want that to be... Okay, that should... This should flatten the foundation. I don't know why it's not. There we go. Yeah, I don't want it to be grassy. I could change it, I guess. And you wouldn't really notice? Yeah, we can do that. Have go into grass. So if I do water now, are we still good or are we fucked? Okay. That's good. That's good. That means they should be able to get in here easily. And then they can swim into slightly deeper water. Well, much deeper water, but... And hopefully knock it out. I have no idea how that's gonna go, but I definitely want to put a creature in here now that their little water pool is done. And then, or is mostly done. I might have to lower the overall height of these. Only because that's not super swimmable water at the moment. How do I take it away again? Train, no water. You can also change the color of the water. I really like how this, I know it's a lot of little rocks. I fucking love how it came together though. I really, really like how that came together. And I think I might put mud wall on the back. Like, I don't think I want to do, I definitely don't want to do the one thing. I could put more rainforesty stuff on the back, but I kind of just want to cover it with rock. You know what I mean? It could definitely be overkill though. Okay, what happens if we put waterfall? I wanna, what about a small, that's just really tall. I don't want a super tall one. Don't want it to go through either, but it would have to go up. Wish I had a thinner version of this, like not so thick, because I would love to have the waterfall here, because I can move that stuff. I can have, fuck. Because you can just put huge rocks around it. You don't really want it to go here. You could do a smaller waterfall, I suppose. I don't know how that's gonna look with it instead of cutting off there. Okay, well, let's fucking try it. And then we want waterfall, murky, waterfall, not murky. We don't want waterfall top. We want waterfall bottom, midsection, murky bottom, midsection. What about bottom 5 meters? I'll put that there. I think we only need one. Okay, and then if we get to nature, we can put rocks around here. You're gonna want bigger rocks than... We're definitely gonna want big rocks. What do we have to choose from? We have this one. I want it to be... It doesn't even need to be straight, but like, I need it to not be leaning forward as much. Leaning forward a little too much. Okay, if I do that, it does come out, it pokes out a very small amount. We're gonna bring it up. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna do that again. We're just gonna rotate it when we get over here. Every time. At least I'm getting better at it. Okay. We're nearly okay. There. That should be good. Now we can make it even smaller because you don't need it to be perfect. Blue? Can blue tilt it back for me? Yep. We need this to move a little bit. Or is the other rock? Is it the other rock? I think it's the other rock. It's not. I don't know what rock it is. Okay. That was it. It was that rock. There. Then let's rotate you just a little bit falling this way. We need bigger rocks. We need bigger... How far will that stick out? Every fucking time I get so scared. Why? I'm such a fucking baby. Okay, that's way too big. That's small. And that's just right. Look at that pride rock, motherfucker. I want to put that more in here. Just because I see a gap, and I don't want there to be a gap. There, yeah, I like that. I like that look. You just want it to be kind of weird looking, okay? Okay. Go away, ceiling. I will destroy you. Okay. Put that. We want it to cover up there. We want it to come out a little bit here. But we're gonna move the tree just a little bit. We're gonna try to do it this way. We're gonna try to move the tree like right there. You see what I mean when I said I'm kind of like anal about how I place things? I just want things to look like this could, I don't know, it can, liked it. I want it to be, you want it to be angled. But they're usually never gonna be perfect looking. Especially this rock. This rock never wants to, like, work well, you know? And then you can put, also, it's the bottom of the waterfall. You can have little rocks, okay? Don't feel shame for having little rocks. Or even some, like, sharper shit that's, like, sticking out. I don't want this to show. It's too small. So what you can do, if you don't want stuff to show, is bring that down a lot. And then again, we still have a bit of that waterfall look that we're trying to get rid of. You can always do like that, where you have like a bigger tree. You can even bring it up a lot more, because look how big, how far does that go up? Really far. I'm making sure, I guess if it hits the ceiling, it doesn't hit the ceiling. But it's all about how far you want it to at least cover the thing. I think that looks fine. And then you just have to worry about, honestly, looks really quite good. Going into the waterfall just a little bit, making sure. And then you always take like kind of smaller rocks and put them in like odd angles, maybe just a little bit sinking. You can even have like this one. Okay, there we go. And then one more rock, one or more bigger rock. Don't want this one. We could go, this one's slightly less chunky, maybe. Let's see that. I think this one is more the winner, because we're gonna bring it up, bring it back, which means all those little rocks we don't need, but we're still gonna keep them there. Making sure we cover up, and then the waterfall doesn't have to be perfect. We can get rid of that rock, get a different small rock, and then another series of clustered rocks, or didn't mean to hit that button. I wanted that, that's what I wanted. Some small clusters, sink them in a little bit. And we have, ooh, my bad. We need to not do that. We need just a slab to go under. Cause that looks problematic. I don't like, it shouldn't have. We're gonna move those real quick. We need to put a bigger rock here. Maybe this one. This one might actually be the winner here. We're gonna sink it in, bring it back. We're gonna bring it up just a tiny bit, and then move this one. There we go. Got look at a less horrifying alert. They always scare me and I don't know why. Maybe one day they won't. I hope this is gonna be fine. I hope I don't have to sink these into the ground. I forgot about the thing I placed here. I don't know how that's gonna work. It worked beautifully. Fuck. That look, what? Wait, that's gonna be too low. If I place the water, it needs to be, I have to place that higher. Watch. It shouldn't be colliding like that. I don't think there's getting used to it. Yeah, no, there's not. So we have to... How do I get into the... Where's that little thing at? Where is it? I can't see it is the worst part. Where are the... None of those help me. I don't see where I placed the waterfall thing at. It's fine that it's coming down like this until I place the rest of the water. Yeah. I feel like it's like right here. Where is it? Isn't it right here? I don't know where I put it, guys. Maybe it's right here. I just don't see it. Unless I sunk it into the earth greatly, and I don't know how to remove it then. There's gotta be a way to check for that. I just don't know how. If I go to special effects... If I go to special effects and I place... waterfall. Oh, God. I need the bottom. Where is it? Like, how did I must have placed it, like, in the ground. I don't know. What if I remove it? Then can I... There it is! I found it. Okay. It's this tiny thing, and it's not the waterfall. I'm not even clicking on it, and it's not letting me. At least I found it. Okay, maybe if I'm under the water now? It's not letting me. Please? There we go. Let's move this, please. We need to know. Okay, well the water is gonna be about here. So let's try that out now. It'll be one of the last things I do probably tonight. Okay. Needs to be a little bit lower than that. You need a staff room. No shit. Okay, it needs to be a little bit lower. Okay, no, it needs to be even lower than that. Maybe like further away. Like so is it supposed to be? Oh, maybe because it's 5 meters and I didn't pay attention. I think they're all like that. I don't think there's one that's smaller. We need it to be like here and then up, right? Maybe there. It was just playing wrong. Okay, no, I know what I did wrong. It does need to be there and then there. Pretty. I like it. All right, I got the water thing done. I got my waterfall in. What I think there's an animal that's ready to go in here now. The only thing I'm not sure about is if this is swimmable to get to this, but I think it's fine. I do think it will end up being fine. I'm really happy with the way this looks so far. I'm hoping I can still, I might have to remove water to add stuff here. I don't know yet. Exit out of that. I think it looks really good. We do need to change the color of the water. I'm gonna put, honestly, my choice for this kind of water would be like a crocodile. Is a good potential. A monitor, like an Asian water monitor, or like like I could put a population of alligators in here, though this might be too tropical looking. A gharial would be cool. Caiman, you could have several caiman with this water area. This is a very fake looking water area, but that's the vibe I'm going for. And I forgot to put that back. Why is it highlighting this whole thing? But that is the vibe I'm kind of going for. We do have to remove the water because, like I said, if I want to finish any part of it, you can't have water actively going. This is 391. Okay. And then we'll do that. That was a weird sound. Then what is this? Is this 327? Okay. That's what it looks like before. We also have to put ceiling lights in, and we're gonna lower them a little bit for like, so they can have like heating areas, because I don't know what kind of climate this is. But yeah, we'll finish this up a bit. I'll probably work on this off stream, and then I'll show it off on stream when it's actually completed for this reptile habitat plus the actual reptile house. I just wanted them to be able to people to walk in and like the view here to be like their water area. It's not like the greatest view, but it is pretty good. And to see just this amazing little like habitat, I guess. But I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it, and it should save under Utopia. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end up putting like a crocodile or something in here. I don't know. I have a lot of reptiles I could put in there. Like I said, crocs, caimans, alligators. There's 2 different kind of caimans. There's a couple different types of water monitors that could also go in there. And so like it's like, and then there's also gharials that you could put in there that would fit right in. You just then need a lot of tropical plants to make most of them happy. But yeah, I'll finish this up and I'll make it look even snazzier when I get on next time. But yeah, I don't know, I'm really excited about this. I think it looks really cool. I think it's one of the coolest little kind of semi-indoor habitats I've made since I've gotten a lot more proficient, I suppose, at this. But yeah, I'm gonna, since we're wrapping up, I don't want to mute yet, but I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll be streaming again once Friday, Tuesday, and Friday are my normal days. But I might be streaming on Thursday if that's the day Resident Evil comes out. I don't know. I'm hoping I have a lot more energy than I had today. I'm very excited about it. I'm gonna like blow a gasket and might get banned on Twitch. We'll see. With the things, I'm sure it'll all be in my facial features, but seeing Leon like that, I don't know. I worry about my antics, but I mean, I've seen VTubers do way worse, so maybe it'll be fine. I don't know. Okay, bye.